Coming up, we are taking a look at the most popular brands when it comes to running shoes, but we're going to tell you how to get the fit that's right for you. We're back with more right after this. Welcome back to Great Day, Washington. This morning we are at the Potomac River Running Store, and we're taking a look at all those popular shoe brands, and we're going to try and help break it down which one might be best for you based on your foot, because all shoes, I mean, they're all different, just like our feet.
Absolutely, Andy. When we have customers come in, they often start here with the shoe wall and look at colors or brands, and really it's less about colors and brands and more about the fit and how they feel.
See, I'm so glad she brought that up, because let's go back, you know, how many times are you in the store, you're like, ooh, I like this color. And you might like that color, but there's some things you got to consider when you look at someone's foot.
So we have a really unique process here. We do a fit process, and it starts with us getting to know the customer. So what are you using the shoe for? You know, have you had a past injury or a past surgery? Then we take a look at your foot and we see, do you have a flat foot, a high arch? Do you have a wider cut foot or a narrow cut foot? Maybe there's something on there like a bunion. All of that's going to help us decide what shoe and what brand of shoe is going to be best for your foot, along with our gait analysis.
And we're going to get to the gait analysis a little bit, but I want to point this out too. I was trying it earlier and left it over here. So this is kind of neat. This is a foot disc, and what happens, I'm going to stand on this.
Right, so when the customer comes in, if they use the foot disc, we have them stand on it, it'll size them, but it'll also show us about high arches and low arches, and it really gives us a great visual for it. So you stand on it, and it's almost like a mood ring. It'll show us the colors.
Which is what's fun about it, right?
Yes.
So you know how hot my foot is or how hot it isn't. But then, okay, so I can remove this. Ooh, look at that.
And then we can really see the shape of the foot, and that's going to help us determine a lot of things. It's also going to help us introduce an insert to customers, which is really new to a lot of customers and really can enhance the fit and feel of any shoe after we do the gait analysis.
What's the biggest mistake someone makes when they're purchasing a running shoe?
So two things probably. Color, right? They want to say, oh, I like that shoe, it looks pretty. Right. And then the second thing is, my friend told me this shoe is really cool. So just because it's cool for you or for them is not going to necessarily be the best fit for anyone. So a lot of times we have customers say, what do you run in? And it's not what I run in, it's what feels good on your foot.
So what I'm hearing is, it sounds like we need to take into consideration how each shoe is made, whether it's for it's more supportive or something maybe that's more a relaxed fit. It sounds like time is important. You need some time when you try on running shoes.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit of a process, and we encourage our customers to allow for that time because we want to make sure that they're going home with the right shoe. A lot of times people in stores will say, oh, it feels okay. But when you leave our store, it should feel great, because how it feels here should be how it feels when you're out running, walking, or even using it for everyday use.
And typically, would you go a half size or size up in your running shoe versus maybe your dress shoes?
Yeah, so that's one of the big things, sizing. A lot of customers will be surprised at what size they are put into, but we usually start with a thumbs width, and then from there, sometimes a full size up.
Awesome. See, great information this morning, guys. Coming up, we're going to head over to the treadmill. We've got Dan, the man over there, who's walking for us. He's going to be running a little bit later on, and we're going to explain how this process, gait analysis, can also help you pick the right running shoe. We're back with more right after this. All right, thank you. So we're live from Potomac River Running Store, and whether you are a walker or you are a runner, there's a process when it comes to picking a shoe. Annie's going to walk us through a little bit of that, but we've got Dan, the man, right here on the treadmill. Why do we do that?
Well, we want to see the whole runner and everything that they're doing, and so we have a comprehensive gait analysis where we are looking at how their foot is hitting the treadmill and what their running form looks like.
So based on how his foot is hitting the treadmill, whether he's walking or running, how does that determine what shoe we put him in?
We're looking for what their ankle is doing while they're landing and whether they overpronate or not, and that'll help us determine what type of shoe to put them in.
So based on what he's doing right now, can we tell
well, if he starts running, we can, but
crank it up, come on, it's morning TV. He had his coffee, right?
But it doesn't matter, runner or walker. You know, whatever people are most comfortable is what we have them do on the treadmill.
Okay, and that's the thing too. I mean, you want people to come in who maybe are, the people that are new to the sport are the ones that should really come in and do this and not be intimidated by it.
Absolutely, and there's no pass or fail. We just have you run or walk, whatever speed is most comfortable, because it's important to be in the right running shoe.
Okay, so what are we seeing? How's he doing?
Dan, you're doing great.
Keep it up, Dan, that's right.
Yeah, his form is really good. He has a mid-foot strike, and he's running very much upright. We also look to see, like I mentioned with the ankles, what is he doing here? And he's very neutral with the way that his legs are lining up.
Okay, so then specifically based on what you're seeing with the ankles, where he's striking is going to determine what shoe is going to be best for his type of running style.
Correct.
All right. See, are you guys picking up what we're putting down here? So next up, I'm going to do something that I'm a little bit scared of, but if I can do it, you can do it, right? I'm going to get my gait analysis done. Will it be pretty? I don't know, but the point is knowledge is power. You need to know what you don't know before you put on those running shoes. We're back with more right after this. Hey, coming up, we'll show you how a gait analysis can help you determine what running shoe or walking shoe is best for you. We're back after this. And so this morning we're talking about running and walking shoes and how to make sure that you're getting the best fit, because you know what, just because the shoe fit doesn't mean you should wear it. It's got to be the right fit.
Exactly. So we do the gait analysis, as I mentioned before, and so I want you to hop on the treadmill and let's see what's going on with you.
She's telling me what to do. I'm going to do it though. Okay, so we'll fire this thing up and
get a comfortable pace. Nothing crazy, all right?
No breakneck speeds. Okay,
yes.
Don't worry, I won't this morning. Guys, I'm a trail runner too, by the way. You know, I don't run the road. Those are the speed demons. So I'm going to get this fired up and tell me, what are you looking for here? What am I?
So I'm looking to see what your ankles are doing and how your foot is landing on the treadmill. Whether your ankles rotate or not is key for us to whether we put you in a neutral shoe or a stability shoe.
What are you seeing so far?
So I see you're pretty neutral. We're not seeing that rotation in the ankle. And it doesn't matter, neutral stability, one's not worse than the other. It's just how your foot lands.
So it's not like a pass or fail.
Correct. No one fails at this exam.
And it's not just runners who should come in here and get this done. You guys are really encouraged the walkers too. Why is that?
Anyone that wears athletic shoes, we have shoes for you.
Okay.
So it's just important to be in the right type of shoes when you're doing any sort of walking. And so absolutely we encourage walkers and runners, anyone that wears athletic shoes, come on in so we can find the right shoe for you.
And I gotta think too, especially those people who are just starting out walking or running, then they would definitely want to come in here.
Absolutely. You want to start from the get-go with the right shoes so you don't get injured.
So I've got on, what do I have on right now?
You got your Hoka trail shoes on.
See, I like the dirt. But anyway, so how are these for what based on what you saw, are these
based
okay?
on what I said, yeah. They're a perfect shoe for you.
Who knew? Okay guys, so stick around because next up we're going to talk a little bit about socks. You got the right shoe, but what about the sock? That's an important thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want to have blisters because that's not fun.
No, you don't. We're back with more right after this. Hey guys, so after you have gone through the process, you've picked out the right running or walking shoe for you, guess what's next? You gotta pick out the right socks. A lot of different options. We're gonna walk you through all of them right after this.
Final thought for us, Sandy? What do we need to remember?
The final thought, not all socks are created equal. This is a sock puppet, in case you were wondering. But that is the fact. After you pick out the shoes that work for you, looking alive, not all socks are made equally. What's the main thing people should look for when they're considering some running socks?
So socks are, like you said, very important. You don't want cotton socks because that could cause blisters, and that's just not fun to run with. So making sure that the socks aren't cotton. There's lots of different brands with different sort of features. This one's Belega. It's kind of a little softer. Features has a little more compression. So it's really what sock feels the best on your foot.
And that's what it's all about too, guys. It's like what feels good, because if you feel good out there, you're going to get out there, you're going to exercise, you're going to walk, you're going to run. And if you want some people to hang out with to do that, right here, I mean, you guys offer a lot of fun programs.
Absolutely. We have 9 stores throughout the DC and Northern Virginia area, and we do weekly fun runs at each of those stores. Along with our fun runs, we have events and activities planned within the store that can be found on the store calendar. And those include educational ones, guest speakers, yoga, fitness classes. So we're really kind of more than just a running store.
I love it. It's all about community. And once you enter the running community, guess what? It's really hard to leave. You kind of get sucked in. But again, this is a great place to come, get that personalized fit, because if the shoe feels good, what's going to happen?
You're going to feel good. You're going to last longer. And Andy, it's a great gift for Father's Day coming up.
Ooh, it is coming up. That's right. Hey, what dad doesn't like a new pair of shoes? Everyone, thank you so much for everything this morning. So we're going to send it back to Kristen and Marquette. If you haven't been properly fitted for a running or walking shoe, this is the place to get it done.